Hi guys, hope we're doing well. Friday the 14th. Let's have a quick look over the charts. Equities down a touch, not massively, but they are down below yesterday's low briefly. This morning we have just recovered above that, and you now wonder whether this is going to be the turn. The recent close just above the S1 and yesterday's low seems significant enough. I think by the time we maybe get the hour close, we'll know a bit more, but I'd be interested to see whether we can push on there. So therefore, to the upside, if we are to continue, just some levels to be aware of. You've got the original low from yesterday. You can see here 33.63 looks key, but also this now becomes a bit of a zone with the morning support that we saw just a few points above that, 33.66. So it's a resistance zone. And then, of course, you've got the pivot area as well that broke with, potentially some people might be looking at a bit of a trend line around there. So, yeah, the quest for all-time highs is on pause for now. And let's have a look at that level. Obviously, this isn't the all-time high. We're up at 33.99 and 3/4 for the all-time high. But look, 1, 2, 3, many tests last night. And then again this morning, rejection of that. You just got to imagine there's going to be a fair few stops there. So when we do finally get a push above, much like gold did when it smashed through 2000, you're going to get a level breaking like that, and we push on. Let's wait and see. The pound enjoying today. That sort of line in the sand. We were saying yesterday how it's choppy and best to have left alone. We did then get that trend line break, didn't we, into the end of the day. So potentially keep an eye on that should it come to retest later on. But before that, you're going to have the highs of yesterday, the R1. It's got to have to be a bit of a zone up here. We've said it's range bound, and that's kind of how I would go with it. You've got the 1, 2, maybe 3 tests of that yesterday, and then of course potentially another one to come soon. To the downside, we've had a couple of tests and we're above that choppy line in the sand. I'm going to move on because I think there's better markets to have a look over. The euro has been choppy today. It is slightly up, but you've got a really nice level of interest. So you can see here, good support turn, resistance again, along with the pivot. The bulls will want it above there. The bears will want to defend it. The low of the day, it's the whole sort of classic false break, isn't it, on yesterday's low. Been a really good sort of indicator for a reversal in these currency pairs as of late. And we've got that again there that you see. Where we finish the week, I think will be pretty key for these dollar pairs. Not just the pound, which we'll put on the weekly now. You can see that trend line from 2018 that people are looking at. Do we finally get the close above? As of yet, not quite, but you can see it's really knocking on that door. The euro similar with trend lines from those highs that people are going to be looking at. This is actually one that goes back even further, but just to get an idea of the rejections around there. Gold still drifting down, but you've got, certainly looking at this without the pivots, you can see it's almost a tail of a couple of days. You've got strong resistance around sort of 1950, the beginning of sort of Wednesday into the afternoon, then Thursday morning. We then break above that. It's a choppy range, and like the pound, there's better markets to trade, but where we finish the week could be pretty key going forward, I would say, so keep a watch on that. For those that are only interested in buying, are we starting to get a bit of a trend from the upside? You say people are looking at that, maybe with a bit of volume, a trade above that trend line could be of interest. Quick look over at the Nasdaq, which did push on last night, only to reject. That's pretty much flat for the day. Yesterday's lows on S1, yesterday's highs on R1. No harm in being patient on a Friday, summer markets, and waiting for a break either way.